Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week's video is gonna be a little different. It's actually another collaboration with Popo Emart, but do stay and watch till the very end of this video because at the end of this video there's gonna be a super fun giveaway sponsored by Popo Emart. I know, it's the first time for us too, so I'm so excited! So in today's DIY series, I'm going to teach you how to make your very own gel body scrub. This body scrub uses a gel base and it's really cool because I'm going to teach you how to make your own gel base from scratch using something called Carbomer. I got inspired to do this body scrub because back in 2019, I went to Krabi and I bought myself this really awesome gel scrub. And I've always wanted to make one for myself and I finally did it, and I can't wait to share this with you guys so that you can try this too. So if you're ready and excited just like me, let's get to it! So first and foremost, our SOP is to sterilize everything with 75% rubbing alcohol. And then wipe off the excess moisture with a microfiber cloth or a disposable paper towel. And now we're gonna start with making the gel base. The first ingredient we're gonna use is glycerin as usual. It's a humectant that's gonna pull the moisture from the environment to hydrate your skin. This stuff also gives your product a little bit of a nice and smooth finish. And to this, we're gonna add some distilled water. And since a gel is a water-based product, this distilled water will be one of the major ingredients we're gonna be adding in the gel. But if you want to make this fancier, you could substitute the distilled water portion with hydrosol or floral water. And give this a little mix just to blend in the glycerin and water before we proceed to adding the carbomer. So this is Carbomer. Carbomer is a type of polymer that is commonly used in skincare as a gelling agent. Now do take note, Carbomer is not a natural ingredient. It's a synthetic gelling agent, but it is very safe for the skin. This is because it has very large molecules, which means it cannot penetrate your skin, it does not and will not react with your skin, it basically doesn't do anything to the skin. Its sole purpose in skincare is really just as a gelling agent. It is also proven to be safe for sensitive skin as well because of the large molecules. Pretty cool, huh? This is the easiest way I find to hydrate Carbomer powders. Just drop it into your water and let it sit for a while. Do not touch it, do not try to stir it because then it's gonna stick to your tools. Just let it absorb the water itself and it's just gonna happen. Once you can't see any floating Carbomer powders left, then you get your stick blender or electric whisk and get in there. Just blend it until there's no more lumps in the liquid. So right now you can see that the liquid is a little cloudy, but that's fine. That's just how it is, because the next step is going to turn it into a clear gel. Ta-da! This is triethanolamine, or TEA for short. This is not a natural ingredient either. It's a synthetic pH buffer, and this ingredient is crucial whenever you're working with Carbomer. The reason is because Carbomer is only activated whenever the pH is neutral, and Carbomer itself is very acidic, hence why we need to use a pH buffer which is very alkaline in nature, and in this case it's this triethanolamine. That way you could increase the pH of the solution until it gets close to neutral. That's when the gel is activated. So I'm adding a few drops at a time and keep stirring until the gel forms. You don't need much really. See, it's already thickened up and it gets clearer and clearer. But I guess I added too much TEA because now it's way thicker than I want it to be. So I'm gonna reduce the pH back by adding some 1% citric acid solution. This gel making process is pretty much trial and error, but once you get the perfect consistency that you like, you can record the amounts of ingredients that you use so you could easily replicate the same gel texture the next time you want to make it. Once you've gotten the texture that you like this, we're gonna proceed to adding the active ingredients, which is D-panthenol. this is the ingredient that's gonna moisturize the skin. And since this is a gel and gel is a water-based product, we can't really put oils as a moisturizing agent in the scrub. So the D-panthenol is gonna have to do the trick. And we're also gonna add some aloe vera extract for another hydrating element. And now the gel is ready! So I'm just gonna pour this gel into a nice bowl so it's easier to work with when we're gonna make the scrub. Check out how nice and clear and smooth this gel is. I mean, you can already just use it as a regular aloe vera gel. But anyways, let's get back to what we're gonna make today, which is the body scrub. So for the scrubby bits, I'm gonna use two things, and the first one is fine sugar. This is just plain old fine sugar. You can also use other types of sugars that you have on hand, maybe cane sugar, brown sugar, and different sugars will give different textures and colors, but I like it plain and simple. But don't use salt in this. I learned that the hard way. I've done this before and I used salt because I thought it was gonna work with salt better, but apparently it didn't because the salt reacted with the Carbomer gel and everything just turned into a big watery mess. The gel just separated and the salt just wouldn't bind with the gel. Nothing worked. So just don't use salt, okay? So to this, I'm also gonna add the second scrubby ingredient, which is apricot kernel beads. You can just omit this altogether, or you could use other types of scrubby bits that you have on hand. There's also walnut shell scrub beads, and you could also use coffee grinds or even ground up rice. Anything that is small and scrubby enough and won't dissolve in water because the sugar itself will eventually dissolve also. So since this is gonna be an apple body scrub, I just thought that I want to spice things up a bit by adding a little bit of cinnamon powder because, you know, apples and cinnamon, they just go well together. Oh yeah, I eventually added more of the apricot kernel beads because I thought it was too little. So once you feel like you have the perfect scrubby consistency and everything, you can now add your favorite coloring. But make sure that your coloring is water-based and not oil-based because this whole gel scrub thing is water-based, and if you put anything that is oil-based, it might not disperse well. And don't forget to add your fragrances! I don't have an apple fragrance, so I'm using my green apple essential oil. And this is also an oil-based product because I don't have a water-based fragrance. If you do, then that's great, but if you don't, then that's fine. The fragrance oil is not going to dissolve into the scrub, but it's going to get suspended into it. And that's completely fine because the sole purpose of the fragrance is just to scent the product. Guys, I almost forgot the most important ingredient to wrap this whole project up. The preservative! Oh my gosh, how can I just let it pass me? So it's actually easier if you had added the preservative in the gel while making the gel, like after adding the D-panthenol and everything. But I forgot, so now I gotta do this. I had to measure the preservative first and add a small amount of the gel in it to mix, and then pour it back into the bigger batch and you know the drill. And now we're done and we're ready to package! How simple was that, right? So I'm using this 150 ml jar that I use for my body butter. It has a stopper so it's gonna keep the scrub nice and fresh. So yeah, that's it. Close-up shot! Look at how luscious this is and it smells amazing. It smells like apples. And it's not exactly the shade of red that I like, but this will do. Kinda looks more like a strawberry scrub now, instead of apples. So yeah, this is the scrub that I was inspired by. I got this at Krabi and I loved it so much, so I kept some of it because I've been meaning to try and replicate it. But to me the texture is a bit too watery and I don't like that, so I prefer it to be thicker, just like the one that I made. Yay! So I hope you guys give this a try. It's really easy, really quick, and it feels good on the skin too. It's not oily since it's a water-based gel, so it's great for people with oily skin as well. And it should last up to 2 years at room temperature since we've already added all those preservatives and stuff. Okay, so here's the cool part, guys. We are yet again collaborating with Popo Emart, and they were so kind and generous to be sponsoring us this little giveaway. So there are 5 sets of ingredients for you to win. These are the ingredients that is needed to make the same apple gel scrub that I made in this video. But it's gonna be a lot easier when you get this because they have already prepared the gel base for you. You don't even need to use the preservative because the gel base already has preservative in it. So all you gotta do to win this giveaway prize is to like this video, share it, subscribe to our channel, and comment why you enjoy watching my videos. And I will handpick 5 lucky winners to receive this whole set of ingredients for absolutely free. Oh yeah, this giveaway is only valid for Malaysian viewers, unfortunately, since I can only ship it within the country, so I'm so sorry for those who are not from Malaysia. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please drop a like and comment if you have any questions or suggestions, and I will try my very best to reply to you as soon as I possibly can. Love you!